Welcome in Reverse 1999 family. Today we are going to talk about Getian, the newest addition to the roster in the CN servers. And I've watched a lot of other videos and just Reddit posts and information talking about him. So it got me thinking about how I wanted to talk about him as a character, and it got me excited because as if you guys have looked into him yet, he is bringing forth a new mechanic along with Desert Flannel, and it allows for some pretty quirky, interesting combos and stuff for the characters we already have. So I think we'll just get into it. Let's get into it. So he is going to be the new Birb boy that we are getting into the game. He is of like an older ancient race that's been around for a pretty long time. They have large lifespans and everything like that. So a little bit of backstory on his lore. Pretty cool. I guess they have different cultural ways of choosing their path in life through the community or their lifespan. And he just happened to choose being lazy and music, which is awesome because I love to be lazy. Anyways, he has a couple cool little mechanics in his kit that allow for him to be a great support along with the damage dealer. I was just gushing so hard over Charmaine, just bringing so much utility and everything to the game. And of course, you know, a slap to my face. Of course, they release Getian right after. And we get a little bit more information on him. And Charmaine is coming up. And now it's got me thinking, do I truly want to summon for him? Or is it smarter to wait? Now, benefit here is I am not a free-to-play. But when I create these videos, I try to keep the free-to-play aspect of the game in mind, because that's what the majority of you guys coming here to watching my content, and I appreciate that so much. Thank you so much. Y'all gotten me right over 500 followers or 500 subscribers, and truly I appreciate that. So I try to keep my mindset and the way that I present these videos something that can benefit and help you guys in the long run of your account or the short term of your account as well. So I made a couple of notes that I wanted to go over. So I'm going to be looking back and forth while I explain these. The first stuff he has is a talent called Shape of Bones. The Shape of Bones is a debuff that decreases reality defense and gains bonus Genesis damage, or allows for bonus Genesis damage while under this effect. Now, off the top, it doesn't sound like too much, nothing too crazy or anything like that. But the way his kit designs is, it gets a little freaking quirky. It's like you have building blocks of just this mechanic on top of this mechanic on top of this mechanic, and all of them married together. It has the opportunity for some crazy damage output and a little bit quirkiness the way that the team is going to work, or teams could work what we have right now already. So his Shape of Bones is the debuff that he does. This one right here is pretty cool because you can get it by just doing the attacks, and it applies it to the enemy. And then also, once you get him to I3, he automatically chooses a random enemy that does not have that debuff at the end of the turn and applies it to them. So that being said, later on, if you build him up to I3 and you stack him out with the correct Psi Cube and the correct Resonant and everything like that, he has a lot of mechanics that just allows him to do things at the end of the turn, which is great because he's also utilizing Eureka. And Eureka is just that kind of crazy damage bonus thing that we're getting with 1.4 that's coming out, the new mechanic there. He's utilizing that along with utilizing a couple new things that he brings to the table. So the next thing is that his bone reading status, which is what happens at the end of his moves and everything like that, it gives him stacks of Eureka. So why is that good? Well, because my man gets a free turn of damage at the end of the round while he's in the bone reading status. While he's in this status, he gets to basically get a free attack off every single time. Along with that, at I3, you're getting free damage and a free debuff. So he's getting both pretty top heavy whenever it comes to just utilizing a damage dealer. He's getting both of those at the end of the turn. He's self debuffing, or not self debuffing, but he's debuffing for himself, and he's getting the free damage. Along with that, he has a new effect. The new effect, or I guess new mechanic, is called Array. This is something that I believe came with Desert Flannel. The best way to describe Array, obviously everyone is calling it a domain expansion from Jujutsu Kaisen, but the simplest way that I think that I can put it is, if you think of Pokemon, if you played Pokemon before, they have field effects to where, like, if you have a water Pokemon, you would have like Rainy Day. It would make rain on the field, which in return buffs any water Pokemon. It also debuffs any fire Pokemon, makes their damage go down and everything like that. So the way that his works is that he brings forth his domain, and it allows for extra damage for reality damage dealers. Along with that, what's cool with this is you can only have one domain or array in play at one time. So because there's only 2 characters that can do this right now, obviously I don't think, now maybe there's some quirkiness that can happen between those two, but Desert Flannel and him is probably not going to appear on the same team because they're just going to be counterintuitive to each other, getting their array out there and getting the ramp buffs and everything like that that go along with it. The array is going to fit in nicely with a lot of characters that we have already, because it buffs everyone's reality damage on the team, and it also allows for it allows for the damage buff for every reality dealer on the team, and for him, any more reality dealers or damage dealers that you have on the team give him increased crit rate. So his kit is tailored around, yes, he is he's a damage support. I would say he's closest to like a Bicorn Bloom. For sure, he's going to outshine her without a doubt. I can tell you right now, 100%. This is a power creep for her. This is going to replace her without a doubt. Her kit honestly will become subpar once he comes out, because of everything that he's bringing to the table for that kind of team niche. But overall, I'm pretty excited about him. I mean, just the fact that we have a free damage at the end of the turn. I love those kind of characters that just do like follow-up attacks basically, but his is just at the end of the turn. So it's more of just a cap for damage that he's able to do. He's getting the free debuff for I3, and then with possibly there's new Psycube or something that we're getting in the future that will allow for a little bit more buff to this kind of kit. Right now, anything that just allows you to stack damage is obviously going to be good for him. And yeah, dude, I'm really excited for him. He looks phenomenal. If you guys haven't checked out the entire video of the Extreme Talent already, I do suggest go doing that. It's pretty fun. Those are nice little quirky videos that they create and put out there. It reminds me of friggin' Loki, the time variant, Miss Penny. What is her name? I think it's Miss Penny. It reminds me of her, the little characters and stuff that they do, which is pretty cool. So anyways, y'all, thank y'all so much again for the 500 followers. Please, if y'all haven't hit the subscribe button already, hit that. It truly helps out a lot. And I hope that you gain some insight from this and you guys are making wise decisions on your account. If you have any questions, please, I always try to get back to everyone in the comments. If I don't, I'll get back to it within a day or two. But anyways, y'all, thank y'all so much, and I'll see y'all in the next video.